welcome. This is Matteo of blastbeatscore. We are here with Zach. I'm very happy that you took your time and that you want to answer some questions regarding blast beats.
Of course.
And first question to you is, who are you? What kind of music do you play? What bands are you in?
My name is Zach Coleman. I play in Black Curse and Khemmis. So black and death metal and doom, kind of the spectrum, which as a drummer is amazing because I get to kind of explore two somewhat opposite ends of drumming. Those are the active projects I'm in now. I've done a number of other things, but that's it.
What is your origin story? How did you start with getting into blast beats? What were the first bands you listened to? When did you get into it?
I got into blast beats like almost the same time I got into playing drums. It was almost synonymous for me, those two things. I really early days was into punk. And then very quickly shifted. I have an older brother. He's 4 years older than me, and so he was like feeding me music. And it went from Metallica, kind of a classic Metallica trajectory, but then he gave me Mayhem, Death Crush, and that kind of blew my mind. And from that point on, I kept exploring and Dark Throne and that whole route. And so at the same time, I was learning punk beats, I wanted to learn blast beat, and it became like a really central thing for me. I've always been enraptured by the blast beat, and that was when I was 15 or something like that, so it's over 20 years now.
What is like the blast beats you like to play the most? Like, where do you feel most comfortable with? Where do you have the most fun?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this a little bit because I think kind of the traditional blast beat, the scissor style, is probably my favorite. That's where I'm most comfortable. But I also like, not to be like too heady, but like I would call it the erotic blast beat in a Bataille sense, where it's from a place of extreme passion and desire, pushing yourself to your limits of ability in playing, rather than like a specific style. To me, the blast beat is something where you can kind of push yourself into the continuous, out of the discontinuous, into the continuous, in this form of extreme physical exertion. And so for me, the blast beat really is like a medium for pushing yourself and kind of reaching a special place. And I find that blast beat specifically and long stretches of uninterrupted blast beat are very effective for that. And so I know it's kind of a ridiculous answer, but I truly feel that. and so it's more than BPM and a particular style necessarily. I would say that's it. But I also love a classic like hammer blast into traditional blast. That back and forth is kind of my bread and butter. And I'd say I do everything single foot, so I don't trade feet. So BPM is limited for me, but I'm okay with that. For me, it's not purely about speed.
So my last question is actually a recommendation. Is there a specific album you want to know the blast beat score of?
Well, Dark Throne Transylvanian Hunger just seems like it's got to be such an insane percentage.
Yeah.
I want to know the full album of what that would be.
Okay, yeah, I already tracked the first song, and yeah, I'm very, very curious what the whole album will score.
Yeah,
so yeah,
same.
I will do this soon, and yeah, that's already the end of the interview. Thank you for taking your time.
Oh yeah, thank you. Always happy to talk blast beats.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to the show, and yeah, all the best for you.
Thank you.